Hi, I'm Alan with the Interview Success Formula, and I want to get you inside the interview approach called STAR. Here's what you need to know. By the time you're done with this presentation, you'll understand what the STAR method of interviewing actually is, and why interviewers choose to use this method. And you'll also the fundamentals to answer these questions. Alright, so let's dive right in. STAR is an acronym. It stands for Situation, Task, Actions, Results. There are other acronyms that describe the same thing. SOAR, PAR, TAR, but all of them are asking for a certain type of response from you to answer the interview questions with a story that describes a relevant past experience. These acronyms simply summarize the structure of your story answers. Now, example of STAR questions include, tell me about your biggest accomplishment. Tell me about a mistake you made and how you overcame it. Tell me about your experience dealing with a difficult customer, patient, or student. Now, interviewers ask STAR questions for a couple of different reasons. First, the interviewer wants to know whether you've actually had the experiences that prove you can handle this new position. For example, if you can't think of a single story for dealing with a difficult customer and you're interviewing for a customer service job, then the interviewer can pretty quickly cut you from the list. Second, the interviewer wants to understand how you think, how you approach and solve problems, and potentially how you apply certain required skills. A past experience allows the interviewer to see how you already apply those skills in a real situation. Third, the standard STAR structure makes it very easy for an interviewer to compare all the job candidates' responses to one another. In short, the purpose of these behavioral questions is to demonstrate that the abilities you describe in your resume are real and not just a bunch of fluff. So might you be asked these questions in your upcoming interview? Well, interviewers across a range of different fields, from government agencies to medicine to corporations, may choose to use this method, at least for some of their questions. So it's probably going to be relevant to you. Now, how do you answer effectively? Well, easy enough. You just follow along the steps of the STAR acronym. The first is the situation. This is the backstory, the who, what, where, and when. It would start something like this. When I was working as an intensive care nurse at University Hospital, there's a situation where, task, what was your part to play in this situation? Your assigned role? And how are you able to turn this into an opportunity? Your response would start something like this. On this project, I was assigned to be the customer relationship manager, and I saw this as an opportunity to. Now the next step are the actions. What were the steps you took to solve this challenge? How do you think about the problem and overcome any roadblocks? And how do you follow the situation through until you reach your results? Was there anything unique about the actions that you took, or the method that you ended up applying, that's worth pointing out to your interviewer? Finally, we hit results. What were the tangible results of your work? How are things better off because of what you did? And what lessons did you learn through the process? Alright, so here are keys to your success. Often the hardest part of this entire 4-part process is describing the actions you took, explaining the sequence of actions and the thought processes for each step, which can be quite challenging. Yet it's essential that you do this right. Further, you also need a high level of detail to make sure the story feels credible. All those details really make it feel more real to your interviewer. Now, fortunately, there are ways that you can prepare for your next interview that'll make this much easier. That high level of detail is also necessary during the results step. You need to use as many quantifiable metrics and specifics as you can to prove that you had an impact, that your work mattered. Now, if your response is just, we made fewer mistakes or projects got done faster, that's just not going to be good enough. What you need are percentages, before and after comparisons, even feedback from your clients or people involved. All these are helpful to prove the value of what you did. If you want more support for developing answers to STAR interview questions, please take a look here.